Hey guys, welcome back to the C and J show, and I have my favorite gin and juice here, and I have my sister Nee. Okay, so now before we get started, let's just say this: we are not the channel to give this incredible exclusive news about anybody. Someone put something out like the news, Tasha K with all the exclusive information that she's always have, stuff like that, TMZ. And then we just discuss it. So it's not a right and a wrong. We just hear it and let's just talk about it for a second. So let's get into this. Now, first of all, one thing I didn't care to see yesterday, I'm scrolling, just looking through. Y'all didn't got Dabrat upset. She's in the car. She's cussing and listen, she's telling people, first off, listen, Kelly Price, she called me. She is my friend. She's not a was friend of mine. She is a friend. She called me and we were speaking and she told me that I can tell y'all that she's okay. Everybody stop. What is going on in the Magic City land? Why everybody think she is missing? Her health and everything else and wealth is good. If she want to put these things out, she would. But she did give me the okay to tell everybody she's okay.
But this is not our fucking battle to speak out or to promote a motherfucking thing. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. You let them tell their story when they get ready. Or if you know what I'm saying? Like, if I talk to my friends and something is wrong, they not finna jump on social media or be trying to promote something and use my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, Kelly is okay. And her children know that, and that's the bottom line. So when you heard that she was okay from her children and her attorney, what else the fuck do you want?
To tell everybody she's okay. Now that's what Dabrat said, and she was very upset about that in the car. Now what I was trying to find out, because before we take it to be like it's not serious, or some people have did some jokes about it or whatever. Let's be serious. It's a pandemic is going on, and people is in different, just a different state of mind. Sometimes you just never know. It does not matter if they are a celebrity or not. I seen it on the news, and I just said, "Wait, missing? That does not sound right. How can Kelly Price be missing? Like, this is a well known celebrity, R&B, gospel, soul, do a little bit of everything. How could she be missing? Okay, it's not like she was in the industry, then stepped out, then got out. She if she's not writing, she's singing. If she ain't singing, she's singing for God. If she ain't singing for the Lord Jesus Christ, she's writing her own stuff and just trying to lose weight, just being a better person. Okay, so we did see, you know, so we'll put some clips in where she did to say what was going on with her, and um, she did say, listen, which I can understand that her grandma was sick, and she lost her grandma about 2 to 3 months ago, and that alone could take a toll on someone, especially how close she was with her grandma. She speaks of her throughout her whole entire career all the time. So rest in peace to her. And then she ended up getting Kelly Price ended up getting COVID, and she said that at the time her I guess husband didn't boyfriend, husband, I don't know which one she said. I believe it was husband. But he did not have it, but he was home taking care of her, and she was really sick. But they had been speaking with the doctors, doing a virtual doctor thing, and is speaking and seeing the doctor, and the doctor is telling him what to do, and he's making sure that he is taking care of Kelly Price in the right way that she should. But she did say inside of her body, in the inside of it, everybody just be in prayer, because who knows right now. That's what she said, and that really did screw me up, in all kind of ways. Because I'm like, okay, so you have the COVID, and the COVID seemed like it's getting serious and just it's getting deadly. It's been that way, but you see more people seem like they're getting it from all ages. So, and then she said her husband ended up getting it, but before he got it, he rushed her back to the hospital when she had like 102, 103 fever. And the misunderstanding came from her being sick and having different people uh, reaching out to her. And they just wanted, after he had got it, they just wanted some peace, trying to take care of themselves, each take care of each other. And the phone, she just had to cut the phone off. And I do understand how that is, because if you ever been sick, and I'm the type of person, if I get sick, I don't want to be bothered. I don't have the energy to even talk. Whatever, once I start getting better, I will to call you back, text you, say something. But when I'm sick, I just want to be to myself. And I don't have the energy for all that. So I can understand that. She said she turned the phone off. And between like everybody knowing and I guess what was going on, so seems to me, before anybody was saying anything about her missing, everyone was going to her house and I guess leaving things at the on the porch, then going to the neighbors. She said harassing the neighbors about her. That stuff just got a little bit, it was way too much, but she did thank everybody for, anything that they did, whether they left something, called, tried to do whatever. Um, but that's when she did just go and started talking to her husband and just said, hey, listen, let's just get up out of here. We have to go, just me and you. And that's what they did. They just left so they can get some peace and try to heal together and get better, because everybody was going to the house. And that was the problem. And so I'm assuming that was the problem there. So that's where all this misinformation came from. Because I mean, you guys could let us know in the comments what truly happened, because what I was trying to figure out was, she said her sister. That's not a good person to, I guess, count on or to even say anything, because she last spoke to her sister about 2 to 3 months ago. And they do have that type of relationship where they can go like a year without talking. They don't talk like that. So she don't know what the heck her sister could be sitting up here spreading. After that little piece, she said her daughter. She said her daughter, the baby, um, she's easily to be manipulated, and she, could be influenced by things and stuff like that. But she did say that this is the baby, but her daughter is 27. So she's the youngest of her kids, but that's a 27-year-old is not a baby. That is a grown adult. So my thing is, the daughter got it wrong. Even if the sister got it wrong, I understand that. So who could have been trying to get to the sister? Like, you just don't know your family, relatives, even with your kids. You don't know people's relationships, even if they are celebrities. Um, Everybody can, you can have a relationship with someone where you may speak to them every 3 years or so and say, hey, how you doing, or something like that. And then, that's probably what it is. But I just felt like, so the 27-year-old daughter, your daughter, which is the baby, she couldn't word it a little bit like differently, so nobody don't go running with crazy information, because it looks bad. I mean, I understand the sister. So even if your daughter called the auntie, which is your sister, and said, hey, I've been trying to call mama, I'm getting a little worried, she ain't been picking up the phone, and X, Y, and Z, um, I can understand that too. So what, like, for the 27-year-old to kind of like be misinformed and not know what truly kind of happened. Now this is where Tasha K come in.
developed a little pill habit. The pill habit came from the pain of the gastric bypass. And you know, when you start taking them, okay, it's cool. But when you are almost 15 years in, the pill habit becomes more like a heroin addict. And so you do heroin activities.
Guess got on some pills. And the pills was just, to help her. And then I guess over time, she said if you've been and took a pill for 10 to 15 years, then it starts to get to you. So basically, she left out somewhere, something like that, to go get these pills. I don't know, because she said she's been the only person that could lose the weight and try to keep it off, whatever Tasha K was trying to say. But see, my thing is with all of that, with all of it, in spite of what truly happened, it has stirred up something to look very bad. So even if, however you try to put it, um, that your daughter kind of didn't know what was going on, she's easily misunderstood. So we can just only hope and pray that Kelly Price learn from this, as far as in, if something truly is going on, as far as in you had downtime and maybe you probably is getting this issue with taking things, and you just kind of went on a hiatus or something like that, kind of try to handle that now since it's out, if that is what it is. Because truly, how could somebody report you missing because they don't hear from you? You are a celebrity. I'm not saying that people supposed to always hear from you, but it kind of look a little crazy if Dabrat got to uh, get on live and say, okay, hey, look, what everybody talking about? We just spoke. And she told me everything is cool. There's nothing. Everybody, we just been secretly praying and blah blah blah. But the source came from your background that you was missing, and people was looking for you. So it was, because if you've been sick and you supposing the family, whoever close people would truly know that you are, you had COVID. They know when you're not going to be in the mood. You had COVID, they can't be around you. Like, you got to get that first cleared up before you get around people. So I can understand people leaving messages, even coming to see you, but they can't walk inside the door and stuff. I don't know who would want to, knowing that you got COVID. Not saying that you can't, but why would you even try to risk it? It's not your family. This is just supposedly be your close people. So I don't know with that. But one thing I am going to say, I'm going to say this. I am happy. I am subscribed to Tasha K. I am subscribed to her. I have no issue with her. I have no problem with her. But I know that it's nothing wrong. She is, the things that she do, she is good to do it, because she has very tough skin. She don't seem to break hard at all. Her and Wendy Williams is, whew, they're just like, hey, it was time for Wendy Williams to sit down, and Tasha K say, I take your spot. But the thing with that I just truly hate, especially with females, with women, is when you pretend and you act as if you're not a woman yourself. Like you wouldn't, if you're going through something, you don't want people just hard down talking about you like it's nothing. I just don't get people that do that. Like, I understand you have a job to do. You do your job well. But can you just a little bit sometimes, like, put yourself in that person's shoes for a second? If you was to say, okay, yeah, you know what? Somebody say Tasha K was missing and she got COVID-19 or whatever's going on. Would you truly want people to say, okay, Darling, you know what? The girl, but Tasha K so ugly, she's so big, and really she's just taking pills. She needed to get up out the wherever she was, and she went basically going taking some pills underneath the basement. That's why she was gone. Like, it's just stuff I be expecting women to kind of feel like, dang, you know what? If you're like, this is something you talk about, you see that my man done cheated on me, had a baby. Could you kind of, I understand you gotta tell everybody, get the information, just how you get paid. Understand that. But can you kind of like, just a little bit, spare me a little bit? You ain't gotta be my friend, but could you just spare me a little bit because you have a husband? And because you're up there in the status too? And now he's seeing a bunch of women and men and everything, like different people. You guys are not just regular people anymore. So could you kind of like just a little bit, if you could, not go into detail to make me look too bad as if you don't have a heart. Like I don't get her and Wendy Williams on that part, but outside of that box, hey, do what you do. So you guys really just leave a comment. What do you guys think happened? Like, how do we go from you having COVID-19 to you there and there missing? And then when we, then when she do talk, says like a life and death situation. Like I don't understand, but in spite of it all, I do pray for her and I hope that she do gets better, that she, that this COVID-19 don't touch her, don't affect her, and have nothing against her, the family, and everybody else with it, because hey, I do like Gay Price. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment. If you don't like it, who cares? But still, say something. Like, just don't, like, how did you receive the news? And what were you thinking? Like, what is going on? Something sounds like it's a lie. Or is Tasha K, I mean, is she right?